pilots, Happy New Year. This is part 2 of our X-wing Mario Kart matchup. Again, we have 4 teams on the table, white, blue, red and green. You can see their ships on the overlay in front of you right now. Full list of what they are actually running is going to be in the description below. But continuing to join me for this, we have...
Hi folks, it's Ben. Hope you all had a great New Year and a great Christmas.
Absolutely. But welcome back, Ben. I hope you had a great New Year and great Christmas. Not going to lie, guys, we're doing the commentary before Christmas, so we don't actually know if it was good yet. But we hope it was good for everyone anyway.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, we've got more Mario Kart Part 2, bringing it back. We had blue team currently in the lead, being closely followed by white. Our back marker, Ben, was in 3rd place, which seemed a bit silly. And then we had red and green, but a lot of damage is out there. And if you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it, because the ink has been deployed. So everyone in front of Tycho doesn't know what their dial actually says. They had to randomly spin it face down.
This is going to get messy.
This is the first point where Gavin knows what he's going to be doing right now. And it's a 3. That 3's not too bad.
Is he going to land just before the turret arc?
Oh, I mean, he's landed just before the turret arc, but that's the wrong type of 3.
Facing the wrong way.
Yeah, 3 Talon off the back of that. That's not ideal.
Someone's been playing racing games like Gran Turismo and decided to turn around and drive the other way around the track.
Yeah, or they've overcooked it on like a hard turn and just ended up in the wall and now having to get back in. Giving
then the Bullers had a bit of a spin out. He got a bit carried away being in the front, went full throttle and overcooked it.
Oh,
Juno's heading to the wall.
Juno was lucky with that too hard being to the left. If that was to the right, Juno would have been off, but does pick up the red shell. So that's something. Now, did we say that the shells could not go over the boundaries? Not that he had arc anyway.
Yeah, I believe that was correct. You can't fire a shell through a boundary. You can shoot through a boundary, but not chuck a shell through.
It's an awkward position for Juno to be in as well, because obviously if Juno does
grab it across to try and claw his way across to the blue line.
Yeah. Now, if Juno was in contact with that boundary line in the end phase, she'd be able to do a barrel roll or a reverse boost, which would be fine. But where she's not in contact with that, if she goes fully over that boundary, she will be reset back to the checkpoint.
So I got a bit fortunate. So my maneuver was actually a 4K. However, because I couldn't complete the maneuver, I ended up staying straight.
I forgot that yours was the 4K and not a 4 straight.
It was a 4K that was revealed. Luckily, the boundary saved me. And we did roll, so if you hit a boundary, you do roll to see if you get damage, and you take hit or a crit result.
And you did take the damage, and that's your stealth device gone as well.
Yeah, crack my stealth device.
But just a reminder, guys, the rules will be in the description below, along with the list for what upgrades cards all of these ships are flying. If you do want to have the full rules and the cards, we will have those up on our Patreon. So you can click the link in the description below. Support us on Patreon if you want those rules, and also if you actually do like what we're doing here as well. It gives you access to all sorts of information that we've got about what's coming up. We have discussions about future flight academies, epic games, alternative art cards that we're trying to put together. So the link for the Patreon is in the description below if you like what we're doing and want to join us.
Yeah. Also, we've got, this will come out in the new year, so we won't be that far away from Beachhead.
Yes.
and I believe, Phil, out of our gaming, you are hosting a X-wing tournament. So come down and join us. Beachhead is an incredible location, lots of stalls, a good show, and you get to play a bit of X-wing. So hopefully you'll see some of you guys down there.
Absolutely, we are once again hosting it at Beachhead. We'll have the link for that in the description below as well. We'll be live streaming and just generally having an absolutely brilliant time in a hall full of like-minded nerds playing many, many different game systems. But yeah, there's loads of stalls. Last year we had Joker Squadron turn up as well in all of their cosplay finest. So yeah, really good event to have. Looks like we've got some shots going back and forth. Yes. So it looks like Juno and Gavin look like they're just having a go at each other there.
Remember, Gavin's only got 1 health, right?
Yeah, Gavin is not in a good spot, and is going to have to do an ion maneuver next turn, so he's going to be going into those trees. And if we do remember Return of the Jedi and Endor, fast ships and trees don't mix well. And this is obviously an Endor styling board, which looks amazing, by the way. Like, when you showed me pictures of it, but when I finally got to see it, it was just the AT-AT in the middle, the turret, the shield generator, the trees. It's better than I probably would have put together as well. I probably would have just had like a mat with like tape on it. So absolutely brilliant board.
That was my very first board that I made. Had tape on it, which is that's a good way to quickly set up if you want to quickly set up a track. You can even put some tape on your X-wing map and fly around that.
I mean, it's definitely a solid option as well. If you're doing it for the first time and you're not sure if it's going to become a regular thing, you don't need to invest in something as cool as this. Tape works just fine. So, yeah. But yes, Gavin managed to survive that once again. Everyone except for Snap is. Yeah. But we are triggering boo, so ignore damage and effects from obstacles, mines, walls, and bumping this round. So really, really good upgrade to have actually saved earlier in the game there. So that could be quite beneficial. Maybe we get into a nice spot where no one can actually get a shot on us. As I said, in the end phase, we'll be able to do the barrel roll or reverse boost maneuver to get out of there, but we've just picked up the cluster nana, as I'm now calling it.
Yes, loads of bananas in the shape of a cluster mine.
And because of Juno's position where she wasn't actually touching that, she had to stay where she was, and she wouldn't have been able to clear back. So that is Juno technically down, and we'll have to reset on the board there. That's a long way back as well. So close to the checkpoint to have to go all the way back to the previous route. There's that golden mushroom you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. No, green shell.
Oh, green shell. Good job, firstly, that Tycho's done an action, and secondly, that you can't do those over the boundary, because Gavin clearly looks like he was at a speed 5 away there, so that could have been bad.
Snap's in a really good position here.
Got a really nice clear line straight down that checkpoint there, and is not going to be affected by anything. I mean, you won't be able to get a shot because your turret is facing forward. Tycho doesn't have a turret, and that's the golden shell used.
Trying to get over the line. Yeah, remember you can boost with any template. with the golden mushroom. Doesn't quite get over the. So you need to be fully over the blue line to count as passing that checkpoint.
But that's a really nice spot because only Gavin can take a pot shot, and Snap still got 3 holes, so unlikely to go down. So would most likely be clearing next turn, so that even if he does go down, that he's cleared the checkpoint, so that is good. All the evades there from Gavin. Interestingly, it's all not sure if actually evading that is the best choice. It's almost like you're in a position where a reset would be quite nice, but then Zori's not in a great position. Zori doesn't really want to come in just yet with only 2 health.
Yeah, you've got your team's got position, but so badly damaged.
We've paid the price for that. We've bumped into a lot of walls and taken a lot of damage to get there, but there's the reverse back for Double Edge there, and also for Gavin. But look at that line.
That's
Gavin's
a lovely
got a
line.
really nice line.
That was nicely set up. A good recovery from a horrible 3 talent.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to clear that whole... Looking at it...
A boost should get...
Oh, yeah. Afterburners.
Plenty of space.
Yeah, so Gavin does have afterburners on there, so we'll easily be able to clear that because would not want to take a 4 dice shot from that 80-80, which, as we said, you can modify 1 to a crit with that. So it's basically got an inbuilt super marksmanship on there. And that's any result as well. So focus or hit result can be modified up to a crit with that, but cleared it. Not quite getting to the power-up markers or the checkpoint, but zooming ahead. Just, if we can get that checkpoint, it'll be lovely.
Oh, here comes... Yeah.
Here comes Snap.
Snap's done really well. He's come from all the way behind. Now in second place.
He had that full reset when Jake went down, but yeah, he's just really capitalised on that gold mushroom to do that 3 boost.
Should be able to pick another one.
I don't know why I'm leaning up to see if I can look over the shield.
That's not going to work out.
Yeah, doesn't work out. He picks up the green shell. Absolutely brilliant. Again, I think Gavin's outside of the 5 speed from what we saw a minute ago, so wouldn't be able to get hit by it, but also Snap has done the action. But I'll tell you what, when your opponents pick up those power-ups, and we obviously had all the power-ups face up, so we could see what everyone had, just like in normal Mario Kart. You can normally see an icon of what they've got. But it did give you that level of, you saw something pretty like, oh, please not a blue shell or not the green shell, and yeah, it was tough. Ooh.
Gonna be a nice maneuver.
Should be able to boost over the line there, tagging Zari back in.
Not much gonna be able to shoot him up. I mean, I'm in a difficult position. I'm stressed. Should be fine. And is that Daredevil? He's got Daredevil, right?
He has Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Good choice of upgrade on this format.
I think the Daredevil boost there is really good because it also means he's going to get a chance to take a shot at Snap, and if he doesn't take out Snap, at least seriously injures him so that when he tags back in, he's a much easier target. Oh, you have just got the grabber plant, which I can't remember which
fun card. So I immediately swap any upgrade. So I take someone else's upgrade card.
Yeah. And you then took the red shell and took Tycho out. Gobbled it up, spat it back out, took Tycho out. So good job, Tycho cleared that checkpoint there. Otherwise, that would have been incredibly frustrating to get that close. But yeah, the grabber plant is a really fun one.
Here comes Snap 2. Which one's the real snap? With the real snap, please stand up.
Well, you never know. Maybe by the end we will find out which one is the real snap, but that is the blue shell. The dreaded blue shell that no one likes to see, unless you're in last place, and it's hilarious.
I think his back right corner is touching that red line.
It's touching that red line, so it's still in that turret.
Not
But
anymore.
he gets his free boost, and then blue shells, which
nasty.
we know who that's taken out right now.
See, that'll be fun to set up before they go over a turret or 80-80 arc.
Yeah,
That would be quite crucial.
Yeah, if you don't take him out, but that does take out Gavin. So didn't quite make it to that next checkpoint, unfortunately, for the blue team, which would have been absolutely perfect for them. Now, obviously, if you have multiple ships get taken out in a turn, when we were resetting them back up, we reset them up in the order that they were destroyed. So red team will place first before blue team, because red team were taken out first.
Yeah, and you don't need to position your ship straight behind the line as well. You can angle yourself slightly to give yourself the angle that you need.
Every advantage.
Yeah. I think I've taken some damage there from Snap.
Yeah, you've taken another point of damage. So surprisingly, not many people have actually taken many shots at you, but you've definitely weathered the storm quite well.
So ship's tagged back in, and you've only got 2 health, or have you?
I've got 2 hull.
Yeah, you've not been destroyed yet. So you tagged back in the middle of the pack with 2 hull. Oh dear.
Yeah. So obviously it kind of works out for red team because Zari comes back in fully healthy, whereas I've come back in with duct tape on my nacelles. So and 3 ships potentially behind me. So I don't anticipate surviving very long, but that's the triple green shell picked up by green team, where they have swapped from the single to the triple green shell. But this isn't necessarily, first place is nice right now, but it's not going to be an easy one because they've got to get through and under that 80-80's legs.
Really good, yeah. It's going to require some good positioning.
Yeah. And if he does manage to get under the legs and round, there's still a plethora of ships about to come round the corner that can take pot shots at Jake.
Yeah, it's quite scary being in first position.
Yeah.
Look at those lineup of ships just waiting to come around that corner.
Yeah. Just waiting for that green light to go.
So that's nice. He's given himself more of an angle. So he's obviously thinking a couple of turns ahead. Take a wide line.
It is a tricky one to try and judge. And if I make it that far myself, or in fact, if I make it to the checkpoint, Gavin would tag him, but there is
You've got bananas.
The cluster nana. So when a ship moves through or overlaps one of the banana bunch, discard it, and that ship receives. We know it says 2 ion tokens. They are first edition cards. One ion token.
That's a good place for bananas.
Yeah. As soon as I saw red team place where they did, I was like, well, I know exactly where I have to place now. But it's very unlikely that red.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see the template. He's taken 2 of those with him.
Just gonna still leave 1 on the board.
Did you anticipate it though, or did you just try and fly forward as quickly as possible? That's the question.
We shall see.
No bump there.
I mean, that's not too bad being ioned there, because it allows the A-wing to go a 1, which A-wings, can't normally do. So that's might have helped him a bit because he can go slowly 1 with an arm maneuver, then set up the 5 straight.
Yeah,
As long as he survives.
Yeah, you got to get yourself nicely before that turret arc and just try and clear it as quickly as possible. It's a very tricky spot, but there is Zari activating copycat mode again.
Yeah, you'll notice that a lot of the ships have been able to clear the AT-AT's arc. And don't worry, the AT-AT will probably get to shoot, because when you fly through the legs and come back around, it's very difficult, if not near impossible, to avoid its arc the second time around.
Yeah. It's very difficult to get that straight line, and it's actually a longer route to clear that arc. Oh.
Well, I'm doing it now. I'm leaning around the camera trying to look. Stop it. Not going to help.
Again, it's good when we've got the multiple angles so that we can actually see it from different aspects.
So picked up a lightning. That's going to be evil.
Yeah, I don't like that lightning. It's very debilitating. Very good card, especially if you are that back marker. Oh, that's a solid shot there from the dorsal.
Oh.
And that was into you. Oh, it didn't quite take you out.
I'm really hurting.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that the X-wing the 270 hasn't got a shot on me.
Yeah.
I should be able to pass the checkpoint.
Yeah, should be able to clear that checkpoint. See if you can get some good damage in there. There's just 1. And that was onto Zori there, but spending the focus. I think that's... Well, that was actually... that was Zari into Zori.
Yeah. This is double-edged now shooting.
Yeah.
Not great roll.
If Zari evades it...
Yeah, nicely done.
You do get another go. Oh, no
That's
focus.
Not great.
Oh. I mean, you spend that focus any day of the week. Nothing else is going to shoot you. Snap has got no shot, and Jake is just a million miles away from everyone at this point. But again, as we've seen, that can change real quick. Those A-wings are fragile. So it looked like the lightning wasn't triggered last round, which is... I think because that might have done an action, so it couldn't trigger it, which is probably good for everyone. But Jake makes it to the line, picks up a single green shell, unlikely to replace for the triple.
If he barrel rolls right, yeah, that gets him across the line and puts him in a nice angle.
He could potentially boost and try and get that straight line for green snap to clear. Or he's taking the focus instead, possibly anticipating... Oh no, it's Jake.
Jake's doing Jake things, giving a focus to himself.
That looks like not a bad line.
That's a good line. Yeah.
Maybe wanted to be a touch further over, but
he's got the... So 2 forwards. It's going to be a bit tight, but yeah, 2 forwards and then hard turn.
Snap taken over, so. Oh, I've clipped it.
Yeah, you're going to get shot.
I'm not sure if I've got enough space for a barrel, but I picked up the bomb.
I can't remember what that one does.
Proton bomb style, if I remember rightly.
Oh yes, yeah, it chucks a proton bomb, essentially. Drops a proton bomb.
Yeah. Again, what's weird is obviously all the bomb stuff happens as actions as opposed to in the normal system phase step.
So it's not too bad if you do. I mean, you're probably going to die, but you know the checkpoint's not that far away from you, and then you'll tag in a fresh Gavin. Yeah,
fresh Gavin, fresh N1 with all the speed you could look for.
What's Gavin's ability? We hardly ever see Gavin on the board, really, do we?
Gavin's ability, if your maneuver is faster than your opponent's, you can re-roll your dice in defense or attack. So really nice, especially I like that because it plays into that N1.
Yeah.
Because the N1 likes to do 3 so it can get its evade. So it really plays into that. Because one thing I find with the N1s is you tend to want to be doing that 3-speed maneuver at least. And it doesn't always work out quite right. I mean, obviously Rick Olay loves it. But it's not always the best option. But for Gavin, it kind of works. Because his can also trigger it.
Double Edge did go over the bomb, so that's why he's got Ioned.
Yeah.
And Snap not quite making the line, but he's got a lovely kill shot set up if he needs.
And he has triggered the lightning, so all ships in front will take Ion.
Lucky Jake's in a fairly comfortable position. And he's set up quite straight.
Well, Jake's tagging out, and we said that the Ion doesn't transfer over.
So this is the AT-AT.
Yeah.
Smashing the wiring to smithereens.
That duct tape did not hold.
Nope.
So,
a stronger duct tape.
To be honest, I'm okay with that because it now means I'm going to get all my health back, and Gavin is not ionized either. And that's
just stop the saving.
Yeah, does Zari take that so that you don't get the double shot, taking only 1 damage, or taking just the 1? I think that's the right choice there, actually, as opposed to potentially taking a lot more for the dorsal. Now, does White range 1?
Yeah, that's going.
Yes, that was into you there. So that is the back marker down.
Putting the back marker back where it belongs.
Yeah. I mean, you've weathered a lot there to get to that point. So you've done a really good job in lasting as long as you did. I know, again, you said you were playing more for fun, so the whole points thing wasn't as relevant for you for kills. But really solid run there.
Oh, I forgot. Jake is tagged out now.
Jake is tagged out. So Snap.
That's a lovely team set up there. He set up the teammate for a lovely position. And we did say that to make it fair, if you are ioned and you tag out, your partner comes in ioned. You can't just get rid of the ion for tagging out.
I know I mentioned earlier, I thought it was the other way round, but obviously you are our rules master, you're our DM, our GM, our overlord of the Mario Kart. So the ion did stay, which to be honest, actually probably benefits Snap quite nicely. Yeah.
You picked up a banana bomb as well, which is a sneaky place to drop a banana bomb if he so wishes to do it.
Yeah, and that one is the Cononet variant of the banana bomb as well. So the banana bomb. But we'll see. And there is the triple green shells. I do like the green shells, are just fun. Difficult to line up, but so much fun when you do.
It's a nice position for the A-wing. Got a nice straight line.
I mean, that if it lasts with the 3 ships behind it, 5 straight across there is going to be absolutely ideal. So the X-wings need to be quite close to it, otherwise they have the potential to struggle. Ooh, the green mushroom immediately regain a shield token.
Just what a T-70 needs, more shields.
Yeah. And that can go above your original point as well. So I would have loved to have picked that up and had 6 shields.
Oh, you don't need any more shields. You're loads.
But they drop so quickly. It's like I've got like a leaky shield generator or something. They just keep disappearing.
Here comes the Naboo.
All angling through. It's almost like they're jostling to get into the pits at the moment with how bunched up they are there.
Yeah, they're all lining up.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Zari turn her turret at any point. Especially knowing how far ahead Snap is for everyone. Like, potentially rotating that arc to be able to shoot back could have been quite handy because, I mean, yeah, all the ships behind are really healthy, but trying to soften them up a little bit before they try and run the 8080 gauntlet could have been a solid choice.
The A-wing doesn't have range to X-wing under the 8080, no?
No, it's not far away yet. The first shoot is going to go all the way back to white team there. Which is not a bad shot. Got the lock, so...
Good evades.
Wes there just eyeing up his route of egress from that 8080. With obviously like the different obstacles we have there, it just presents such a different challenge to try and figure out your maneuvers, like compared to like just normal obstacles on the board. It's almost like that three-dimensionalness to them just actually throws you quite a lot.
Yeah. Some of the obstacles have just got a little bit, like some of the rocks have got a little bit that's sticking out that you just need to, makes it a bit awkward to try and get around.
Like those trees and rocks in front of the 8080 as well really narrows it down on that exit path. So you've got to get past those, and then it's not a huge gap to get to that final straight either. That final corner, that gap is a bit tight. You need to do like at least a 3 to get around it, but there is
Return of the Juno.
And that Juno is being flown by Josh, so you just know it's going to be an aggressively flown TIE Advance.
That's a full health Juno as well. Okay, here we go. Went for a bank. Now, does he drop the banana?
I mean, it'd be rude not to.
That'd be a horrible position to drop a banana. Yeah,
and he does.
Wes being Wes, he cannot resist. Don't blame me, Wes.
I mean, that basically covers that entire gap. So, Zari, carry on and get your way through there. Absolutely fine to take that. The rest of us are like, well, we'll just slow it down a little bit, shall we? But I anticipate we'll see the 5 here just to clear that turret because no one really wants to take a 4-dice shot.
Is that 8080 getting a bit scared because there's, it's a walker and there's bananas on the floor?
Bananas on the floor.
Is a different version of Star Wars, An 8080 wasn't taken down by some wires and cables.
Yeah.
It was actually taken down by a banana left on the floor.
And that's a nice red mushroom there picked up by red team. That could come in quite handy to, on the return trip past the ATT, that could be pretty solid. What does Juno do here?
Oh, going for it. Aggressive.
The arc.
Could he barrel roll? Wait.
I think he could. He'd be getting close to track limits, but he'd be fine on track limits. But yeah, I think a barrel roll will sit quite nicely.
I mean, he's got quite a bit of health. He could
take
risk it, but he's going to get shot by the AT-AT and everyone else behind him potentially. It's a lot of firepower.
The Naboo.
No, I think that's sensible. There's too many shots.
Yeah,
that's going to be nice.
Ooh,
sets him up for a nice bank. Yeah, good maneuver.
3 bank rad.
Oh, and to go for a boost as well.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's actually good. Out of arc, and sets him up nicely for a good straight down there for when Snap tags back in, and then Snap could potentially be getting a 2 or a 3 hard under the AT-AT. Good line there. I think I prefer Juno's line over Zari's there. Zari's a bit far over. Ooh, we've picked up the golden mushroom. I will say this is not the time to play it because that 5 would bump and it would be a waste of the golden mushroom. But that's a handy tool to have.
That's probably a good place to be. Just stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just token up. Not going to be able to do anything that that gets us much further forward and keeps us out of that arc. And I mean, having you right behind is not ideal, but also at the same time, not too scary because Gavin is fully healthy, so it should be okay.
It's quite interesting that we're all so close together, even though there's been kills and people have been respawning behind checkpoints and stuff. It's been pretty close all the way around.
Yeah, no one's been really left behind.
You can't really call it. It's the T-70's got a bit of a lead, but you couldn't call it.
He's got an absolute gauntlet to run to get through there, which is the problem.
Shot needs... Oh, Josh.
That's... Had the target lock, but it wasn't
That's
there.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. That was a good time to take a shot at that A-wing as well. Had 4v3. Zari's got the evade, but...
Naboo's probably going to range 2 onto Juno.
Or do you go for range 3 onto Zari?
Zari's taking a shield. Although Zari's got an evade. I'd probably go with Juno, you know.
I think I would as well. Soften Juno up for potentially later.
Yeah, to put a bit of damage into Juno.
Let's see how many dice.
Yeah, this is onto Juno.
Yeah, 2 shields down on Juno. There we go. Now, do you go into Juno or do you just go straight into that range 1 into Gavin? Because if
I went for the range 1, I'd get the double tap if I missed.
Yeah. Oh, reroll because going faster, only taking 1 shield.
That's pretty good though because it stops the double tap.
Yeah. I mean, I would have preferred you to go for Juno, try and sort of soften him up, but you know what? It makes sense there.
So, does the 2 hard fit? I think that's very tight. I'm not sure if that's going to fit. From the T-7. Let's see.
I think the 2 hard fits.
Presuming he's doing it 2 hard. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 2 hard fits nicely and just.
Yeah, there was more room. It looked tighter than it was.
Yeah, just close the pack. Gets another banana. Obviously, that first place pack seems to be stacked more with those.
Yeah, the bombs and.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want the first place to have access to a load of boosts and stuff because it'll just fly away.
Give the first place the star piece would be insane. But It's not the best position for Snap to be in. He probably would have preferred to be closer to the line there. Because he can't go slow because he'll just land in it. But I don't think he can go fast enough to clear.
Yeah, they don't have a 5-4, do they? They only have a 4.
No.
Well, 4 to boost.
Well, 4 in a boost, I don't think would clear it.
I don't think it would.
Zari has got herself across the line and in not too bad a position for Tycho when Tycho taps in. That is if Zari doesn't get taken out before the swap in. Are they debating using the red mushroom? I don't know if I'd use the red mushroom. I think if they're going to try and do the Daredevil with the red mushroom, it would be too far over for the 2 boost. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the best option there. Could do like a 3-bag out the other side with Tycho when he taps in.
Oh, is he? I think he's on the line.
That is so aggressive. Yeah, he's still on the line. He's just pulled the triple mushrooms.
Triple bananas. Yeah.
I know Juno hasn't cleared there yet, so won't swap out, but I'd be so tempted to drop that there because that's going to make it a very tight line for people to get through.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for the barrel right, push himself over the line.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because you need to be fully over the line. Being on the line doesn't count.
Now, does the T70 have a 1 hard?
No.
Oh, doesn't matter. So that was... There we go. So that is a better line there.
No, a T70 has a 1 back and a 1 forwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the line there, and I was thinking definitely needed to move forward because that swap would have been not great for the T70. I don't think it would have been able to clear through in. But here comes the golden boost.
Oh, is that going to get me?
Doesn't quite clear.
So close. Good attempt.
Yeah. And then after
got a lot of distance though from where he was.
That's a huge move there. Huge move there. Real shame that it didn't get just a little bit further. Oh.
And now me doing back markery stuff. Just hanging on the crossover.
Yeah. I mean, two forms there. Obviously, it's nice to have that back mark a bit, but at the same time, you were just going to be right in the middle of it. That actually seems to be, I think, the better option because you're more likely to be able to try and clear it next time. Even then, I don't think Double Edge will be able to clear the entire turret.
No, it's not exactly a fast ship.
No.
4 forwards with no boost.
Yeah, 4 forwards, and I don't think a barrel roll would get you past the line either. It could, but it would be very, very close.
So, not much shooting this round.
No, it looks like...
Is this Gavin?
I think this is Gavin.
Yeah. Oh.
Scoring 3.
3 of 8 dice is not helping.
No. Missing who that's got into there. Oh no, that was snapping to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was snapping
that makes
to
sense.
you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You've taken a big hit.
So
there.
that's stealth device gone right in front of the AT-AT's firing arc. Nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Zari into.
I think this is on Snap,
Yeah,
which is obstructed range 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we should see Gavin next. I don't think.
Yeah, because Juno doesn't have arc. Gavin now into Tycho or into Juno. Juno's about to tag out.
Yes,
so...
but you could get him quite badly damaged before he tags out, because he'll then tag back in with not much health.
Or take Zari out, and Zari ends up behind, like in 3rd, 4th place there. And plus, we've seen how fragile those A-wings are. They just seem to go down quite quickly. Look, I think that's
a great hit.
Zari, but that's great. That's really good.
See how many? Ooh, was that one evade?
So, one evade. So that is a shield and a crit, and that is into Zari.
Ooh, what's a crit? Is it double damage?
Waiting to see what goes down. The tension. Zari's definitely down to 1 hull.
Yeah.
It was a double damage. Zari gets wiped out right at the end there.
What a hit.
And that was an absolutely brutal hit. And I think that is... So that's the end of that phase. And that actually does bring us to the end. Sorry, my correction. Double Edge has a shot.
Yeah, don't care about my little Double Edge.
And Double Edge takes damage through on Snap as well. But
he's still there,
that does bring us to the end of part 2 of this X-wing Mario Kart series. Ben, thank you so much again for hosting this and being on the commentary for it as well. We really appreciate that, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this back.
Yeah, it's been great fun. It's been great fun to set up, great fun to play. Good to see everyone enjoying it. Yeah, it's just nice to do something a bit different. Honestly, guys, if you want to mix it up, try this. You don't have to go as big as this. You can do a simple board, set up a couple of lines and have a bit of fun. It's such a good format.
Absolutely. So much fun. Definitely worth doing. But guys, like I said, that's part 2. The final part will be coming very soon. So we can see, does anyone make it to the end of a lap? Who will win? Who's going to get there? We shall see. But guys, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Happy New Year. And we will see you next time.